Hello, and welcome to More Ticket to Ride here. My name is Sorcerer Matt. I am excited to have you watching. That was weird. I'm not going to do that intro ever again. All right, we're taking all 5 of them. We're just going to move past that very quickly. This is a very easy decision of we're just taking all 5. I don't see any reason not to do that. I would like to kind of get Houston to New Orleans, and I don't love that I don't have a pair. What is this? Oh, Tanzania. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, I've never seen that flag before. Anyway, but if I don't, it's not because I have to go up this way anyway. It would be easy to just connect everything up here. So, pretty easy opening of kind of what we're going for. And the nice thing about being in Santa Fe is we are in the West already, where if we do end up needing more, if we do end up getting some Western routes, we can expand fairly easily. While our Tanzanian friend is deciding on tickets, if you are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. Do I not have the option to draw any cards? Okay. Whew. All right, well. All right, I want to guarantee a pair, and then I'll just draw one off the top. I guess I should have drawn that blue, but a wild is perfectly fine as well. Yeah, subscribe, all that jazz. In all seriousness, really do appreciate as I'm trying to grow the channel. It's been really fun to kind of have a fun community here. If I say this all the time on Board Game Arena as well. If you see me on Board Game Arena, feel free to friend me and things like that. I don't mind. Everyone has been very awesome and cool about things, so, great. And I'm having a great time. And really, I'll be honest, that's kind of what matters. Don't really care what whether you like the content or not. I'm having a great time. Okay, I've had this happen every so often where someone's not playing and then it's actually they've done something and then it's me that they're waiting on. But that's not the case. So that's why I refreshed one more time. So our Brazilian friend, very international game we have here, is taking some time to decide. And if our Brazilian friend has left us to where we will start a new game, you'll never hear this commentary. And you know what? Given that opening, kind of not upset about that. Ah, dang it. Probably at least once a week there's a video that you all will never see. And I think what stinks about it is sometimes they're really good. I've had a couple times where I've had like a really interesting set of tickets, or they start off really well, or I'm having a great time, and I'm like, no! But it happens. Life goes on. All right, so we see yellow go Nashville to Atlanta, which doesn't really tell us anything about where yellow is planning on going, but it also is. I'm gonna hope that they have some more West Coast things and are gonna be coming, and just needed that to kind of get into Nashville and to Atlanta. Very interesting. That has everybody drawn more tickets? No, it's just so 2 out of the 3 players within like the first 3 or 4 turns have drawn tickets. That's interesting. Very interesting. Usually you got one person that gets, a little excited, but, I mean, clearly they're hitting on things. I will say the one thing about drawing tickets early is you do have more options than later in the game, but I think it can work both ways, where you can draw it early and be like, well, I got plenty of time to do all these. So I think it's kind of I don't know. I tend to want to. I mean, now granted, we drew 5 here, so I mean, you know, I didn't want to push my luck, but I guess I just prefer to. I have these things that I need to do. Let's really build a base here before we start going nuts, getting into drawing tickets and all this other stuff. Now, I don't know. With that said, I don't love that you just took the 2 orange that I was wanting to take. But I completely forgot what I was talking about. This is what happens when I go to work all day and then come home and record. But whatever. So be it. All right. So, you know, we're definitely wanting to make sure that we get the stuff in this area, and I'm in the northeast, and I'm kind of wondering if I want to take a route that kind of. Let's see here. I'm kind of thinking, can I take a route that just kind of, let's see, that just kind of gums up this area, if that makes sense? So, like, it's definitely most efficient to just kind of, you know, do one route into here and then come down this way, but I could also just, like, grab a bunch of these spokes out of Pittsburgh just to make things difficult. But that also seems kind of over-annoying. I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to go New York, Pittsburgh, Chicago. If I'm in this area, I want to hook up Pittsburgh and Chicago. Yeah, don't love that you're grabbing the thing that I need. I do love seeing blue there. Blue is very nice. Because I need to go Santa Fe to Oklahoma City, which, again, Santa Fe, sneaky. People tend to, there's a lot of routes that either are Santa Fe-based routes or Santa Fe is a good in and out city or a gateway, so to speak. Well, okay. So, I think I'm okay. There's nothing on board here that I'm super in love with, and so I guess I'd rather get some of this northeast stuff. It's very nerve-wracking that green and blue, we're this far into the game, and they really have not played at all. Very interested to see what yellow's grabbing a lot of blue, or not a blue, a lot of black and orange I've seen. And that just kind of makes me wonder what they're up to. All right, so, yeah, based on kind of where we were playing, it's not surprising to see green be up in the northwest. So, this yellow is probably fine, but then I want to draw off the top. Because I probably do want to grab New Orleans to Atlanta. Okay, all right. We see green coming across there. Blue still has not played. Huh. Okay, then. All right. Well, this is great for us. This is excellent for us. I love people getting in the way. So it looks like, yeah, green having to grab those green means they're heading down to Denver. This is great. So, the nice thing about all of this is I really just need pairs. And so because of that, I need pairs in yellow or orange. So because of that, I'm probably just going to go off the top. I probably should grab Dallas to Houston at some point. But I might do an earlier ticket draw than I normally do, just to kind of, especially given that Los Angeles seems to be fairly open as of this point. Of course, I'm looking for pairs, and I'm now hitting every other color than pairs. Like, I'll just grab it off the top. I'm sure I'll hit some pairs off of there. Son of a motherless goat. All right, and not for pairs reasons, but I will grab this orange, both of those oranges, to go be able to go New Orleans to Atlanta. Blue is grabbing a lot of wilds. And I guess that's kind of would be my hesitancy in my hesitancy right now in drawing tickets. Like, I kind of want to see more of what blue's doing. I have a pretty good idea of where yellow and green are kind of going, but I don't have a good handle on where blue is going. I guess, should I care? Oh, that's interesting. Well, this is just great. I'm going to go ahead and grab the pair here. And I'd probably just grab Pittsburgh to Washington. Again, let's just make things a little more difficult. So yellow needed to hook up Vancouver and Seattle. Waited and missed out because blue and green grabbed it. Yeesh. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, I think blue's taking too long for my liking. I was hoping blue was going to play some stuff. I mean, blue's in a world of hurt if they're trying to get out of there. And what concerns me is that blue is just kind of like in a... just going to wave the white flag here and just kind of mess with everyone in this game, which I would not love, but... All right, so let's see here. So Boston to Washington seems like what we want to do. Weirdly enough, I don't know, Denver to St. Louis just seems kind of none of these are a slam dunk. Like, I understand the Denver to St. Louis. I just need, like, the pair of white and go up to, Denver. But that's 4 trains and 2 turns that I'm wasting to get 6 points. Getting all the way to San Francisco feels a little bit risky. So I think we just take the 4-pointer. It's not fantastic, but I also think that we can now kind of use up a couple turns to... Let's get Houston to Dallas. Let's get New Orleans to Atlanta. Honestly, let's do those 2 things and then maybe revisit. And also keep an eye on what Blue's doing, because if Blue's just kind of in the screw this game mode, might just, flip some tables and grab a bunch of routes of 6 and then just try to mess with all of us. So just something to keep an eye on. Okay, let's grab this, just so we don't get beaten on anything there. And then I'll probably just go ahead and grab Dallas to Houston here as well, just to shore that up. Everything else I'm not really that concerned about. So I think we can try to see maybe, can we hit some Los Angeles things, or, just some other stuff. Miami's in play as well. I'm not in love with a Miami play, but, Yellow is also someone we're going to have to keep an eye on. That might be really good for us too. Yeah. What's Blues plan here? unless blue is just all in the southwest and is just planning a massive, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and draw. All right, so Chicago to Atlanta's a yes. And then, again, honestly, like, I don't know. Maybe I should have grabbed a couple of these. I guess maybe I was hoping for just better. I think maybe I did a predetermined, like, oh, I'm really looking for Los Angeles routes, and so anything but Los Angeles was really disappointing to me. Maybe. But same thing, I'm not going to spend all this time trying to get to Miami just to get 8 points for St. Louis. And I understand that I could draw some more and hit more things, and then now it looks like, you should have grabbed that. However, I also have all this other stuff to get done, and I am not convinced that this game is going to be a long one. I think this game is going to end quicker than what I think it is going to. So, I am probably in the mode of wanting to be like one turn away. So I think we shore up, kind of the Boston stuff, and especially if, like, we can get another pair on the board. We kind of shore up this East Coast stuff and then go from there. It's a weird game. My opponent's just playing weird. I've never had a group of opponents play in this specific way, where two out of the three grab tickets right away. Then one just grabbed, like, Vancouver to Seattle and then hasn't played anything else, but got blocked off, so you don't know what they're doing. Green got blocked, but then kind of maneuvered around. Okay. All right. I think we feel good. Let's connect this stuff up. Let's not have any funny business. Blue is alive. Yeah, I'm thinking about this now, and I maybe should have just taken the Denver to St. Louis and early on, and then just kind of said, all right, this is kind of what it's going to be, and just tried to get as many tickets as possible. No, I want to do this. Okay, fantastic. Alrighty. I mean, classic, kind of getting the classic East Coast stuff, so, it's not the worst plan. I think I'd go ahead. I know I said one turn away, but I'm probably drawing more tickets here. Why not? Oh, blue decides, why not have 44 cards? Is this a new strategy where, because there's only a finite number of cards. There's no limit how many cards you can have. I'm just imagining this, like, in real life, someone having 44 cards just in their hand. So, yellow just clearly needs... Oh. All right. Okay. This is really stupid, but I'm going to do it. This is what I've been waiting on. Like, literally, this is the thing that I had predetermined that I wanted, and Okay. All right, so what do I think I need to get here? If blue's coming down this way, do I think I need to get Los Angeles to Phoenix? Or do I need to grab Las Vegas to Los Angeles? I think I grab Vegas to Los Angeles because if I don't get Los Angeles to Phoenix, that's fine. If I don't get Las Vegas to Los Angeles, that's a little bit more of an issue. Because if I take this, but then miss out on this, I guess it's the same. It's exactly the same. This is 6 to 1, half dozen to another. I would still, yeah. So we're just going to do this. Green immediately taking an orange. And blue just back on the drawing train. And as usual, I spent all this time thinking about, oh, what should I do? And it's probably not going to matter. Good news about this, just need any color. Not trying to find a specific color. Okay, excellent. So I need 1, 2, 3 more routes. And I'm probably good with the drawing. Don't really need to draw anymore. Feeling good about where we're at. Okay. And I want to do less off the top right now, because I want to make sure that I can get what I need. Now, with that said, like, I'm going to grab this green, and then I will draw one off the top, because it literally does not matter what I get, and then at least off the top I have a chance at a wild. But otherwise, okay. And I think from a timing perspective, blue still has plenty of turns before they can end it, and seems hell-bent on drawing more cards. Yellow, so, I think blue just needs more turns. I think we have enough turns to draw cards, because blue will need time to play said cards. Yeah, yellow is probably the one that we are most scared of, but that draw right there is really fantastic, because now we just need a pair, and we have all of our cards. But yellow also doesn't have the cards in order to end it, so I think we're okay, especially if we can grab a pair here. We should be okay. Yeah, usually I have a decent, feel for what my opponents are doing and how things are going. But, man, I've really got nothing. Really thankful that's not a wild. Okay, here we go. So, we're not a real efficient use of trains here, but so be it. Kind of a nice long train, too. Okay. Blue jets up into Santa Fe. Very fun. So, yeah. Look, totally fine. Okay. Blue had a very specific route in mind. Green's got to hook up their route. Okay. So, does not matter here. Oh, the funny thing is with Boston, I actually inadvertently played that correctly because there was no need to prioritize the Boston route because that's literally 4 points. Do I draw again here? Do I need to? I'm going to take another turn to think about that. Because I'm 3 tickets up. I don't have a ton of time left. I'm basically just fishing for stuff that I already have. And then my fear would be I'd hit some like Miami stuff that I'm clearly not going to get. And blue is fast moving towards this being the end of the game. Really am unsure of what the correct thing to do here is. Because I'm assuming we have, because blue's going to play Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie, so we have I have like 2 turns left. And again, I'm going to get the 15-point bonus. So I guess if I was sitting at like 5 tickets, sure, I feel like I need to push the issue. But I'm sitting at, 9 tickets. And even on board, I'm only 22 points down, which is not, I mean, it's not great. I don't love it, but it's not the worst thing. Don't love you keeping 2 destinations. That's not ideal. Okay, so blue decides to draw destination tickets. Well, this changes things. What's happening? What are we doing? I'm going to draw now. All right, well, that's nice. That's also nice. And this is also nice. You know, the correct decision was always to draw. See, you always want to draw because I'm pushing my advantage and that was incredibly lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Okay, so now I really do think if we start drawing tickets, we're really just asking for trouble to happen. Now, hilariously, like, because Los Angeles is pretty wide open. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. My goodness. I have no idea what to do right now. Let's just do this. Let's just get more points. More points is good. I could have gone that Duluth to Houston. Why not? Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, now I'm a little further behind on board than I would like to be, but I think we just go like this, especially because if green needed to get into there, we just poo-pooed them, and I'm okay with that. And there was really nowhere else for me to do anything, and I'm not just going to draw cards to do nothing if I can get a point. I've seen games decided by less. I mean, we are an East Coast build, and so we don't have, like, monster tickets. But, and the other, we might have longest train too. I don't know. Maybe not. I have zero read on this game because my opponents are playing in a way that I have never seen. I guess yellow and green played pretty normal games, though I guess both green and blue waited a long time. Blue just kept waiting, and then I have no idea. Yellow going for the Hail Mary draw. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out Blue's strategy here. Now, the hilarious thing would be like if Blue all of a sudden won, but hey, 12 tickets, baby. Not going to complain at that. And we did hit some nice ones there at the end. So, you know, this is gonna be a good score. It's gonna help us make up for. It's gonna help make up for the small routes that we took. This is actually gonna be a really good score, especially throw 15 points on top of this. Okay, so green. What? What? All right. Well, that was interesting. Okay, blue. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna give blue credit. Blue. Yeah. GG, everyone. You know what? Hats off, Blue. I questioned your strategy. I wondered whether you were just throwing in the towel in this game, and nope. You are taking I believe, a very strong second place, unless, sorry, a very strong third place because yellow gets longest train. So yeah, yellow got slowed down. I think yellow had really nice tickets. That Vancouver to Montreal and Seattle to New York really got held up by this and just green in general. But you know, this maybe looks like a pretty large gap, but if we don't hit one of those tickets, we're in pretty rough shape. You know, 119 points on destinations is pretty good. We really didn't collect that many train cards, and we really didn't play that many routes. Or I mean, we did, but we didn't play that many cards. Like, you know, we were tied for the lowest in terms of played train cards, and 2.29 is a really low average claim route length. But you know, when you keep 12 destination tickets, kind of doesn't matter. All right, well, I did the whole subscribe thing, I believe, in the beginning. I don't know, this is a long video, long game. Anyway, we'll see you next time.